Hello and welcome to another video here on AV Forums. I'm Phil Hinton, I'm the site editor, and this is one of the most anticipated TVs of 2022. It's the Samsung S95B QD-OLED. So we ordered this TV yesterday. We purchased it from a UK retailer. It is a UK sample and it arrived this morning. So why don't we unbox this, find out what it's all about, and we'll also take a quick run through the menus and the settings. So it's all unpacked and here it is, and thankfully it turned on and worked after taking it out of the box, which is always a worry when you get TVs through. So this is our retail sample. It was purchased yesterday, arrived today. So build quality, what do we think of the S95B in terms of build? Well, the stand was very nicely put together. It is a bit plastic, it has a metal bottom, plastic back up onto the back of the panel where there's two clips to clip it into place so it doesn't move around. So that was nice and easy to put together. Build quality feels a little bit plastic in places, I have to say. The panel is incredibly thin, as you would expect for an OLED panel. And then obviously on the back as well, there is a bit of an area that sits out that has the connections and all the other gubbins, speakers and so on that you would expect on the back of any TV, especially an OLED TV, because it has to have the electronics somewhere. So that's at the back there. So in terms of design, it is nice. There is a metal strip that goes round the whole panel. There is a nice, almost bezel-less look when it's switched off. When it is switched off, it doesn't go completely black. It does have a sort of off black look to it, and we'll show you that when we do the comparison with the LG screens that we do have. And of course, all our measurements, all our real testing is going to be done over the next week to 2 weeks for the initial review. We do have an LG C2, we have an LG G2. We'll put them together and we will compare them with the S95 once out of the box and also calibrated. So we'll give you the full story. There's a lot of hype around this TV and we want to cut through the hype and actually tell you exactly what it's like, honestly, without giving you any over-the-top assessments or whatever with this TV. You will get an honest appraisal from us like you always do. So in terms of design, it is really nice. We get two remotes in the box. So you get the usual plastic, big plastic remote, which is handy if you are a calibrator or you like going through the settings, because it has a direct settings button that you press and it'll bring up the menus straight away. So that's your normal plastic, black plastic remote control. Like I say, it's easy to get the settings for that one. The other one is the small remote, the one remote as Samsung like to call it. It is powered by solar power, so it does have a solar panel on the back. It will work if it's laid down and so on. It powers from whatever light it gets within your room. It keeps the remote powered, and it's very cut down, this remote, so nice and easy for everyday use. It tracks the fingerprints. It's brand new and already there's fingerprints all over it, so it's another one to be aware of. So in terms of design and remotes and so on, it's what you would expect from Samsung. And then moving on to the menu system. I'm not going to go into the menu system in any great detail. We'll do that in the settings video, and we'll tell you exactly what's what within the settings video, so keep an eye out for that. We'll go through the menus, we'll explain everything in there. Now, the only thing I'm going to touch on in this video, just to wrap up the front end of the TV, is Tizen. This year it is one page. It has an advert at the top. You then have your app listings in the next row down. and then new and trending and other things like TV Plus. It's a bit of a different layout, and if you go to the left, you can choose your media, you can go into ambient, you can do a search, and you can also go into the menu this way, and then when you go in the menu this way, you can go to settings, select all settings, and that takes you into the main picture menu. As you can see, very briefly, we do have filmmaker mode on there. This is out the box, and we will be measuring it. Don't worry, there have been reports. Vincent did a video as well when he measured it in filmmaker mode, and anything that was not standard, Vincent was claiming that it didn't track correctly and it didn't give the correct results. We will try and verify that, and it's one of the things that we're going to look at while we have this TV. And like I say, we purchased this TV, so it's here for the long term, as it were. It will be tested, it will be compared to other TVs from this year. We'll hold on to it for a little time, and then we will sell it on. So if you're interested in an S95B, a 65-incher, hang around. There will be one coming to the market once we've finished with it and done all our testing. So that's the front end. Like I say, you're seeing this, I'm seeing this at the same time as you're seeing this. This is brand new to me, just out the box today. There will be obviously more in depth with our review, and I won't be rambling as much as I am today. So let's have a look at the rear of the TV just to wrap up today's video. So as I explained when we were looking at the front of the TV, there is a small area that sticks out at the back of this OLED panel, which houses all the connections, power supply and the speakers for the S95B. It is plastic at the back here. It's a big plastic unit, and then you have the plastic stand. It's plastic all the way down to the bottom, and then it has like a metal finish, which you can see to the front of the set. And again, we have a silver design to the back of the panel, which is incredibly thin, and it's incredibly thin all the way down the sides as well. And the area that does stick out, it's a little bit towards the center. So if you're going to look at this TV from the rear as well, if the stand is a little bit further into the room and so on, there are also covers here which are still in the box at the moment. I haven't quite set it all up yet, but there are covers here. There is cable management, so you can run the cables down the back here, down the back of the stand, and then cover all that over so you don't see the cables. In terms of connections, you have your 4 HDMI 2.1 full 48 gigabits per second, and of course we will test that. And of course we're going to cut through the hype. We're not trying to sell you any TVs. When we review TVs, we see if they are up to scratch, we see what they offer you as the end users. There's no such thing as a perfect TV. And of course there'll be different use cases for different people and for different technologies and so on. But QD-OLED is promising. I've just been sitting watching a little bit while the set was warming up and setting everything up, and it is an impressive picture. So I'm really dying to get stuck into all the testing that we're going to do, and of course bring the final review to you. And of course it's going to be a long-term review as well. So if you've got any questions, if anything pops up that you want me to look at in terms of the review and so on, any TVs you want me to put it against, and hopefully this year we'll get it side by side with every TV. Like I say, we've got a C2, we've also got a G2 here for review at the minute. They're 65 inches, the same as this is a 65 inch. So you're not going to have videos with one smaller screen, one larger screen. We've gone for 65 inches this year, so when we do our side by sides, it is fair. All the sets will be calibrated. We'll also do them out of the box so you can see exactly how these things perform. But this has gathered a lot of hype around it. People are excited about it, people want to know about it. So we'll take the next 7 to 14 days to get our initial findings together. We'll bring you the first of our review videos then, and we'll do a little bit of comparison work. And like I say, for the next few months anyway, while all the new TVs come in, and we're hoping to get the Sony next to this one as well as the new Panasonics, which are not announced until next week if you're watching at the time that this video goes out. There are rumours there that QD-OLED will be coming from Panasonic. We've no idea if that's true or not, but we will find out on the 12th of May if you're watching this video ahead of time. So there you go, that is the Samsung S95B QD-OLED. One that we purchased yesterday. It was delivered within 24 hours, which is great because we can get testing now and over the weekend and start to bring you our initial findings on our social channels. So check out Twitter and Facebook. We'll be updating as we do the measurements and so on. And of course, our full video of our initial review and then ongoing reviews are coming very soon. So do please consider subscribing to the channel. It would be appreciated. And of course, if you like the video, then please leave us a like. And of course, if you want to find out more about the S95B from people who have gone out and bought one and actually own one in their own living rooms, then of course head over to AV Forums. There is an owner's thread over there with all the details of people who will be buying these sets. Now they are available in the UK. They've been available in the US for a couple of months now, but only this week, beginning of May, have they become available in the UK. If you want to get all the information on that and see what owners of the TV think about it, head over to AV Forums and look at the owner's thread. So that wraps up our first initial look of the Samsung S95B QD-OLED TV. Do come back and check out the review videos, and we'll see you in the next video.